Joey, only Caribou weather dude here. What a week it's been. Hey, nice warm weather and Boston collapsed to the Florida Panthers, so it's my Leafs and Florida next round. It seems like the Leafs like winning in Florida this year, so I'm okay with that. Yes, I am. As for BC, though, let's talk about what's going to happen this week. So we do have flood watches in the province right now. We do have some thunderstorm activity that's going to be coming through in several successive waves this week. So there's that. It's getting drier in the province because of the warmth. We do have some wildfires of note. We're going to talk about all that today. So this is what's got everyone talking, fire danger rating, and we have seen some fire activity 100 kilometers west of Williams Lake. There's been some evacuation alerts. Definitely some dry spots, some fires near Merritt. There was some small grass fires or something like that near Quesnel today, but I don't think that they're a concern. There's definitely been some fires up in the Peace, and it's definitely drier up there than they would like it to be already, and the farmers especially. So I'm not sure if I like that I can't make full screen this map, but here's the new BC wildfire map, so it's kind of cool. And here's the two fires we're talking about. Two fires right now. One that's under control near there, Brush Meadow. Fire of note, dripping water wildfire. There's some evacuation alerts. Fire was discovered on Thursday the 27th. Size right now is 209 hectares southeast of Alexis Creek. Currently there's BC wildfire, aviation, heavy, structural units all on site, so that is nice. Here's some images of it. The wildfire is highly visible and poses a threat to public safety. It's out of control. It continues to spread. It's not responding. It's suspected to be human, either by accident or intentionally. So we have evacuation alerts there. So you can see where Alexis Creek is. Probably the fire will push out that way, away from the town, but you can't be too careful right now. And that's between Hansville and Alexis Creek. So definitely there's some communities near there that have been through fire before. So that's very concerning for them. We got the Lost Valley Road fire, 113 hectares. That's near Pressy Lake, near Brandaloo Lake. There's been some evacuation alerts and orders. There is aviation, heavy equipment on standby. And that's some of these images that Lauren Smith, our photographer that often reports for us here, got of the fire. Obviously, he's from Pressy Lake, and some excellent images. He's one of those Northern Lights guys, but today he's got another kind of light. And 45 active fires in the province. Some, like this one near Williston Lake, are probably from last year's fire. And we have this one at Bear Hole Provincial Park. So there's been activity seen in this fire that's from last year. And what you're also going to notice is that nothing's growing yet, so everything's very dry as things dry out right now. So this is a particularly easy time for fire to spread in the springtime. Once we start seeing lots of green stuff growing, hopefully we do, hopefully it doesn't dry out and we get good growth of stuff, that should at least for a little while knock down that threat, you might think, until things dry out and all that new growth dies. And then we have even more fire fuel in later summer. And then we also have these flood warnings. So the River Forecast Center is upgrading or maintaining flood watches for Lower Thompson, including Cache Creek, Deadman River, Chris Creek, Bonaparte River, and areas surrounding Crash Creek and Skeetcheston. Nasco River and West River Road. High stream flow advisories for Upper Fraser, Prince George. That's Chilako, Chichinka, Salmon. Middle Fraser, areas around Quesnel. So high stream flow advisories in all kinds of places, but especially flood watches in the areas we just mentioned. So here's where we get to the nitty gritty about our week. Still a major storm going on through, it looks like the Atlantic provinces will get it. Ontario, Quebec, snowfall still in northern Ontario, a little bit of rain overnight in the central interior here, so that's nice. And tomorrow we see early in the morning risk of thunderstorms. We could see some strong thunderstorms over the next few days, so that's what we really want to be concerned about too. By 3 p.m. that could be Cranbrook, Fernie, those kinds of areas, but we might see some healthy rain up through the Caribou, at least in Kamloops. We'll see if some of that pops into thunderstorms though, so that remains to be seen. Mostly our big story is this huge low going on that's in Idaho on Tuesday at 4 a.m. It's bringing thunderstorms to Oregon, California. That should spread up to Washington. That's going to help spread some into BC too. But it's going to, when you look at where this is going to go, soon there's going to be thunderstorms from like BC all the way down to Florida almost, right? So we kind of see this beginning here. Thunderstorms all across central United States. Still this ribbon of moisture that's been just sailing around the upper coast into northern BC, Alaska. By comparison, still snow up there. Like, wow, Whitehorse, you're going to see some snow probably. Yukon, Watson Lake, maybe a little bit of thunderstorms in Alberta, Wednesday, 11 a.m. But here we go. This is when we start to see it really get interesting. Wednesday, 2 p.m. This is real solid looking, right? And that goes up to 100 Mile House. Strong probability of activity all across southern BC. But you look at this area between Salmon Arm, down to Tulameen, Kamloops, Lillooet. That looks really good up towards 100 Mile House over Barrier. And then we're going to see that push north as we get into the afternoon. So probably severe-ish storms for 100 Mile on Wednesday, I would suspect. And even maybe some night storms going on in the Caribou. So strange things are afoot this week. Prince George getting a little bit of rain. Quesnel sitting at 9 degrees still a couple hours before sunrise. Thursday again, we see Oregon and Washington State having some strong thunderstorm activity. And that's going to, like, it just breaks out continent-wide. And we will see a little bit of that continent-wide craziness try to come into BC, but not like Kansas City's going to be getting like, wow, look out. Some scary weather in the United States. Friday is when our probable next round of storms come in, again to southern BC. Again, could start fairly early in the day. The low sitting right over central BC. Some pretty warm temperatures, 2 p.m. And then we go Williams Lake, down 100 Mile House, Vernon, probably Osoyoos, Nelson. Could see some snow in the mountains on the backside of that. So weird stuff. That could really bring strong, as that low is bringing cool air down and warm air up is coming from this guy, and it's all hell's gonna break loose probably on Friday. So that's gonna be the story to look forward to later this week, and I hope to have more details on that. And of course, if any severe storms are breaking out near me, I'm gonna try to film it. And I do have a danger tree assessor course this week, so I got a couple of days where I'm busy, but this is the way it's gonna be. And if it, I mean, look at that, United States, thunderstorm city. And if I can't film it, I hope to be sitting here on the radar giving you the story as it goes on. So we did have a couple thunderstorms already today. I've seen some lightning in Barrier, seen some lightning in Pritchard, which is east of Kamloops. So people are very concerned about the wildfire situation. I don't think we need to be that concerned yet, but it's a good reminder that this year could be one of those years if the El Nino comes in. I'm Joey Only, Caribou Weather Dude. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you very much to Quesnel Observer. Thank you very much to all my supporters, interior weather and wilderness watchers. Hit subscribe, hit like, hit share, support the channel. And I'm still growing my playoff beard because the Maple Leafs are still here and Boston is not.